guys, and welcome back to episode 131 of my Level Up series, where I take Hashtag United through the levels of the footballing pyramid. Now, before we do jump into today's video, really appreciate it if you would take the time to hit the subscribe button down below if you're interested in more manager content. Now, a fresh season number 14, I believe. I think I'm right on that. A lot's been going on in and around the club, so we need to just jump straight headfirst into things. We'll start off then with what's been going on infrastructure wise. As you can see on the screen here, our stadium's been complete. We have finally moved into the great named Hashtag United Stadium, 12,500 seater stadium, obviously down from when we were ground sharing with Fulham. I think Craven Cottage is about 26,000, I believe. So gate receipts is going to be an issue. As you can see as well on screen, we've already requested to expand the stadium, which they've accepted. That will indeed push it up to over 16,000, which, I mean, it's better than nothing. But again, as soon as that expansion happens, I'm going to be asking them to expand it again. So, yeah, I mean, we need to be over 20,000. I think that's a fair offer, to be honest, to the board. Now that we're an established Premier League team, we should be having a 20,000 seater stadium. Anyway, youth recruitment, we've improved that, which is good. Hopefully we get some better recruits on the trial days and stuff when we get our youth intakes. Improving youth facilities again, that's still going through. That'll be completed midway through October. We've increased the physio wages. They offered it to me and I just accepted. Basically, I didn't actively go and seek that. They just asked me if I wanted it, and I was like, yeah, why not? So I guess finances wise, we took a bit of a dip from the 85 million down to 20 million. That's because of obviously all the signings we've made this season. Wage budget's gone up significantly. Not quite doubled, but close to doubling, to be fair. Not too far off doubling our wage budget, but that's to be expected in the Premier League. We've still got the lowest. I think the second lowest. So we're the lowest in the league. The lowest one is $1 million a week. So we're still quite a bit off that, but we've kind of closed the gap as well. So transfer wise, then we've brought in players that probably we did not expect to bring in. It's fair to say. Let's just go back to last year. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll just look to the outs first. Charlie Simmons has left the Sassuolo. 1.2 million, not too bad for him. Hasn't really played that much. He's pretty good. He is pretty good. He can do. Sassuolo's got a solid player in my opinion. I don't know if they're in the Serie B. If they are, I think he'll score a few goals for him, to be honest. He's 22, still improve as well. Sad to see him go, but at the end of the day, he wasn't getting utilised, and we got him on a free anyway, so that's 1.2 million in the kitty for nothing, so buzzing about that. And Alungat, full-back here, who's been getting loaned out the past few seasons, been doing pretty well in the lower leagues. He's been loaned out to Shrewsbury again, see what he can do, the Ugandan international. But the main port of call then is the ins. Who have we brought in? Why have we brought them in? Well, most of the players that I talked about at the end of last season that I wanted to bring in, I brought in one out of them. So we'll start then with Dylan Lambert. We were speaking on him, bringing him in. 22.5 mil now. It's quite expensive, but he's, in my eyes, he's proven. Had a good season. Obviously got injured, unfortunately. I think 6.98 doesn't quite do him justice. I think he'll get a 7 rating this season. I'm pretty convinced, over 7. Very, very good. 22.5 million. It's our most expensive player, or a record transfer fee. But he's 23. Still should improve as well. Still got room to improve. and he's just a decent winger all in all, so I'm happy with that. I know what I'm getting with him, basically. Then this one came out of the blue, and I scouted this guy last season, and then I was like, well, we don't really need him, because again, he's a right-sided winger. He's a wonder kid though, 19 years old, Nicholas Martelli. And yeah, I didn't realise at the time when I scouted him that his release clause was 11.5 mil, and when I realised that and teams were going in for him, I was like, yep, I'll have a bit of that. Why not? A wonder kid for 11.5 mil. If it doesn't work out, I know his value's already shot up to 18.25, and through the season it's going to creep up even more, I'd imagine. So yeah, he's very, very good, very quick. Bags of room to improve. 6'1" as well, big lad. And yeah, stats wise decent. Can't complain. A backup to Lambert, a very good backup indeed. Then we have Aurelio Chia, 12.75 million. Another guy who had a release clause, I believe, at 12.75 million it was. We needed a deep line playmaker because every time we play with the 4-3-3, we've got Ricky Fairclough playing that deep line playmaker and defensive midfield, and we don't have anyone else that can really play there. And this guy came up, and I was like, he's 20 years old, can improve, already looks pretty decent stats wise. Maybe do some training to improve his first touch and technique just to get them up. And yeah, he looks ready made for the starting 11, to be honest. Capped under 20s for Italy. And a very, very decent signing. 43.5 grand now. This is where the issues lie. These boys are wanting big dough. 52 from Martinelli, and I think Lambert is on something similar. 65. He might be my most expensive player in regards to wages, but 3 solid signings there. As you can see, some total of like, how much is that, 40 odd million there. Then Jordan Charlton, my head of youth development, brought him in. I don't know anything about him, but 19, never really going to play for the starting 11, but hopefully we can sell him on for a bit of cash down the line. Then we have Israel Latour, who is a signing that I messed up last season. As you remember a few episodes ago, if you want to go back and watch that, yeah, I messed up the contract signing, and then he wouldn't join us. But this time he signed us, and in fact he is the record or the highest wages with 79k. It's a lot of money. Release clauses, he wanted release clause. We've got a sell-on fee percentage in that though, which is decent, because he in his contract he wanted it to be us to be a stepping stone club, which I was like, that's fine, because realistically we're not Man United, we're not Chelsea, we're not Arsenal, we're not Liverpool. We can't keep on to these talented young prospects. They're going to move on to bigger and better clubs, but we want to get the maximum value from them when that does happen. So Israel Latour, again, box to box is a place where we've never had someone who's really that accomplished in it. This guy fits the mould, and I'm super happy with the signing. I think it was 15 mil, was it? 11.5 mil up front, rising to 18.75. I don't think that's so bad for the quality of player. We've done some good business so far. And then we've got David Pozzo, Italian left winger, so a bit of backup for Trineri if he gets injured. Looks decent, 3-star, 4.5-star potential. We've got a clause in the contract that after 5 games we can purchase him for 14 million, I believe, because he wanted to leave Brescia, but I couldn't afford to actually buy him. As you know, we've only got 977,000 left, so at the end of the season, if we pick up a bit of money, let me just go back to where we were. Yeah, if we get to the end of the season and got a bit of dough, or in January, we'll snap him up permanently if things do go well. So yeah, really positive. Obviously we've got Patrick Johnson, but that's similar to Jordan Charlton there. Not a signing that I've made, but yeah, 5 decent signings there that strengthen. Well, obviously Lambert was already here. 4 decent signings. Defence, we still need to improve that. We've run out of money though, so there's a couple of guys that I've shortlisted for potential signings in the future, either next season or maybe in January, hopefully, fingers crossed. So without further ado then, let's jump into the schedule. As you can see, we've had a good little run there, beating Porto in the friendly. I've not played any, my assistant manager's been managing them games, but a solid 2-1 win bodes well for us against Porto. We've got Tottenham in the opening game of the season, which is going to be a good test for us. Season preview though, we're sitting down in 18th. I think we've risen though, we were bottom last season, so we've gone up 2 places battling. There's a few teams that are in and around here. I'm expecting us to be hitting mid-table again though this season, if things go well, essentially. So with that being said, guys, that does conclude the intro and the nitty-gritty of the summer transfers. And now we'll jump straight to the first game, which is against Tottenham Hotspurs. Okay, game day has arrived. Who do we start though today? Let's just have a look at the quick pick. So the tour makes no sense. Chechia, Pozo, Smith up top. Lee Smith. Oh, he's on international. So no, that's just not happening. Vidra, Griffiths. The back four is pretty stereotypical. We've got debuts for Chia. I don't know if that's how you say it. Latour and Pozo. Pozo, I should say. There we go, auto number. Let's get it. Let's see what we can do today. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be real interesting. Obviously, Tottenham, a top 6 club. I'm not sure whether, I think they come last season. I think it was 6th actually. So, good test for us on the opening day to see if these additions really gel with the team. It's one of them, we did overachieve last season, finishing in 9th place. And I'm thinking now, do we aim for, to get higher than 9th? I'm not sure we do. Maybe get a higher points total then. That should be the goal. The worst start possible. Isaac. Yeah. We should maybe be trying to aim for more points than 54 or whatever we did end up getting at the end of last season, but that's a kick in the teeth, I'm not gonna lie. Screamoan. No, he didn't play for them last season, he must be a new signing. Lambert. Okay. Pulls it back. Isaac. Oh my. What on earth is going on here? Oh dear. Oh dear. Having our pants down well and truly. Tottenham are right now. At least we've got some more options on the bench these days, like Trineri, we've got Smith, got Fairclough, got Martelli. That's a decent bench now. Obviously, if Alain wasn't on the international duty, we'd have a striker on the bench as well. But bench is looking a lot stronger. We didn't really have too many options off the bench last season, really. Players that you'd really want to be bringing on and thinking they're going to make an impact. Pozzo! What was that, mate? Come on. That was terrible. My God. Jones, what on earth are you doing there? What the hell? Oh my God. Okay. I mean, you saved it, that was the main thing, but that was, the animation was suspect. Right there. Stepping off, I know he's a good centre back. I remember seeing his stats. Let's have a look at their striking, because they did not play this guy before. Or maybe they have had him. Ages, and just maybe he was the backup option, maybe, I don't know. So I would remember that sort of name, because it's a very distinctive name. Isaac, yes, cheer, come on. Let's go. Let's go, nice, this is what I want from him. This lumps one. Mejbri, I know he's dangerous. Okay. I mean, it's a bit more competitive now, I suppose. But we're not looking really like we're going to score at any point. And Jones, I want a nice distribution. Okay, roll it out. Yeah, that's fine. Thomas. Boom, punch one. Why? Why? Like, to absolutely no one. What a waste. Cheer, come on, mate. Yes, you're making some good interceptions. Nice, I like it. Lambert. Pulls it back. Lee. Vidra. Can you find anyone? Steele now. Can you get a crossing from his side? Boom. Pulls it back to Cheer. Plays it all the way back to Thomas, but it's okay, we've still got possession. Can we get a goal in before half time? Oh my Christ. Right, okay. Can't find any way through at the moment. Cheer. Plays in the lovely forward pass. What a ball that is. Lambert! Oh my God, he's just destroyed the back line of Tottenham there with one pass. What a pass that was. Cheer. Looks like he's going to be a beast. What a pass. Just cutting that diagonal ball across, causing them all sorts of issues. Latour. Whips one. Pozzo. Griffiths. Feeds Lambert, come on. Nicely. Oh, good block. Good block, fair play. Not doing bad, but them 2 goals was really took the wind out of our sails. Anxious is never a good sign, so it's time for Latour to make way for Smith. Generi. On the ball, Lecter, there he is, Mejbri on the ball, dictating the play for Tottenham. Get tight. Nice. Oof. I'll tell you. See what he can do on his debut. Really creative much, which is a bit of a concern. Vidra's looking knackered as well. Christ, Jesus, he's gonna be rested for the next game, I think. I should have checked before, because I know his stamina's not the best. I should have checked We brought on Cherney instead, but we are trying to get a goal here and find a way back into the game. Nice bit of play though, Cherney. Puts it across. Oh, Martelli, come on, man. Well, food for thought in the opening game, that's for sure. Not really expecting to get a win or even a point, to be fair, from this game, but you've not done too bad, but defensively a bit suspect, which is my concern. Them 2 goals we conceded. Admittedly, since then we've been alright, but not switched on early enough in the game and then getting punished. Come on, don't hit it. Yeah, Smith, Jeremy. Oh, come on, man. Come on. McSween. Boom. Full time it is, and that's your full time whistle. Tottenham 2, Hashtag Utd 0. 2 early goals in the first 15 minutes really done us in there. Not bad though, like, I'm not, you know, it's one of them I suppose you can look at it either way. I would take a lot of negatives or a lot of positives from it. We need Alain back. It's just that focal point just to give us a bit more. But I still believe that you know, McSween should be able to get the job done though, to be quite honest, but it is what it is. There we go. First defeat on the opening day of the season for us. When we're going to come back then, it's got to be Liverpool and City and that double whammy. Not that I really want to lose back-to-back games, but you know, when you've got like Liverpool, Man City back-to-back, I suppose it's got to be an episode. So we'll play the remainder of August and hopefully we can start getting some points on the board. These next 3 games in the league are very winnable for us. West Brom, I think, have just been promoted. Leeds got promoted with us last season, I believe. And then Birmingham as well got promoted with us last season. So 3 wins from 3 is what I'm looking for in them games. But that does unfortunately conclude the end of today's episode. So if you did enjoy it, I'd really appreciate it if you would take the time to hit the like button, dislike it if you disliked it, comment if you want to comment on it, subscribe if you want to subscribe. Thank you all very much for watching, and I do hope to see you in episode 132. Cheers. Bye.